Hello there and welcome to A2 Maths from June 2018 paper 2, and here we're looking at question 4, a series question. Show that the sum from 1 to 16 of 3 plus 5r plus 2 to the power of r equals 131,798. Now what you could do, you've got 4 marks and you've got some time, what you could do is you could plug every number from 1 to 16 into this formula here and then add all of those numbers together, and then you would get hopefully this number here. But what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and do it a little bit of a better way, a little bit more of a complicated way, but hopefully it might be a little bit quicker. What we're going to do is we're going to split the summation into 3 separate parts. So we're going to have the summation of 3 from 1 to 16, add the summation from 1 to 16 of 5r, and then add the summation of 1 to 16 of 2 to the power of r. Now, with this summation here, the first one, the sum of just the number 3, this is effectively just going to be the calculation of 3 times 16, because you're adding 3's together. There's no place that r can be substituted in, so every time you just go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 16, your output is just going to be the number 3 for each of these 16 terms. So it's just 3 times 16. Now the next one is adding up the multiples of 5 from 1 to 16, so 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way up to 80. And another way of doing that is to use the arithmetic progression formula. Now you've got n over 2 brackets 2a plus m minus 1 lots of d. The difference between the terms you can tell is 5 each time. The starting value is 5, and we have 16 terms. So when we plug this into the formula, 16 over 2 lots of 2 times 5 plus 16 minus 1 lots of 5, and we type all of that into our calculator, 8 times by bracket 2 times 5 plus 15 times 5, we get 680. So 680 is the result of this one here. And for the last one, it's the powers of 2 up to the 16th power of 2. Now we have the summation formula of a geometric series, which is a bracket r to the power of n minus 1 over r minus 1. So the ratio between the two terms as we go from one to the other is 2. Remember, if we think about what this formula is going to be, it's going to go 1, 2, 2 to the power 2 is now, so it's going to start at 2, and then it's going to go 2 to the power 2 is 4, 2 to the power of 3 next, that's 8, so it's going to double each time, so the ratio between the two terms is 2. We know that the starting term is 2. First, when we put 1 in, we get 2, and n is 16, because we have 16 terms that are going to be in our sequence. So the calculation is going to be 2 bracket 6, so 2 to the power of 16 minus 1 over 2 minus 1, and when we plug that into our calculator, fraction button, 2 bracket 2 to the power of 16 minus 1 over 1, we get 131,070. So this is our calculation that we now have to add together, and when we do that on the calculator, 3 times 16, add 680, add 131,070, we get 131,798. Okay, so there we are. We have split the question into 3 parts and added the 3 parts together. So good. Let's move now on to part B. We have a sequence u1, u2, u3 is defined by un plus 1 equals 1 over un, where u1 is equal to 2/3. Find the exact value of the summation of ur of this series. So it doesn't look like a standard series. Don't think it's a arithmetic series, and don't think it's a geometric series either. So let's see if we can spot a pattern. So u1 is 2/3. u2, now to work out u2 we're going to use this formula here. 1 over un, that's 1 over u1, 1 over 2/3 is 3 over 2. u3 is going to be 1 over the previous term, that's 2/3. u4 is going to be 1 over the previous term, which is 3 over 2. And you can see what's happening here. The pattern is just going 2/3, 3/2, 2/3, 3/2, and up to, well, we'll do u99, which would be 2/3, and u100 would just be 3 over 2. So we're going to have 50 lots of 2/3 in our summation, and we're going to have 50 lots of 3 over 2 in our summation. If we factorise out the 50, it's just going to be 2/3 plus 3 over 2. Add those two together. We're going to have 4 over 6 plus 9 over 6. So that's 13 over 6 times 50. So 15 times 13 over 6. 15 times 13 divided by 6. And we get 325 over 3. And there we are. That's the answer to part B there. 3 marks for that. So 4 marks, so 7 marks in total for question 4. Let's now move on to question 5.